Welcome back to Yoshi Entertainment, everybody. Now, I am morbidly late with this situation, but I still wanted to have words on it. Anyways, not too long ago, Alison Holker, who is the widow of Stephen Twitch boss, her daughter, by the name of Wesley Renee, made an appearance on social media essentially to defend her mother. And I quote, Wesley Renee is speaking out about her irreplaceable relationship with the late stepdad, Stephen Twitch boss, and addressing criticisms of her family, from why she doesn't use his surname to why her mom requested his family sign funeral NDAs. Now, she did apparently talk about her relationship with Stephen Twitch boss, that she cared about him. Allegedly, he adopted her from, if I'm not mistaken, the age of 2 or 3. She is 16 at the time. Now, me personally, I don't understand this need for her to explain why she didn't take on his surname. She still has a father. Her biological father is still alive and well. So nobody needs to understand why, if he was not her biological father, why she doesn't have his surname. Most people in that situation would have it that way. She did talk about how she receives a lot of hate comments on the internet, both her and her siblings, which unfortunately comes with the territory of being the daughter, the son, the child of a celebrity, especially a celebrity who was very loved and admired by the community and society. Now, that's no excuse, of course, especially because these are children we are talking about. What you got to understand is the internet is a nasty place. You're going to always have somebody spreading hate, being rude, being aggressive, being violent. This is the internet. Now, why her mother doesn't have some kind of person, agent, manager over their social media accounts, especially hers, so that she won't have to go on there and see that stuff, I'm not really sure why. I get it. She can't get away from all of the hate comments, but she should have somebody over her social media accounts kind of sifting through those, or at least, blocking people so she'll receive as few of those comments as possible. And my question is, does she have somebody that's doing that? And if not, why in the world doesn't she? Why is she on social media? And I know some people would argue, well, why shouldn't she be allowed social media like all the other children? Well, she's not like all the other children. She's, once again, the daughter of a celebrity, 2 celebrities at that. So either her access to social media needs to be regulated very heavily or completely cut off because of these things. Now, once again, who's supposed to be regulating that? Instead of telling everybody on social media who can't help you, you need to confront your mother or whoever was supposed to be protecting you from that. Once again, you'll still never be able to get away from it all. This unfortunately comes with the territory. There's going to have to be some maturing, let's just be blatantly honest, that happens with her understanding, despite all of what you see on social media, block it out. Block people. Get off social media. Stay off social media. There are whole celebrities bigger than her mother and her father who don't even have certain social media platforms because of that. You think she's going to be exempt? Absolutely not. And I know some people are going to think that's harsh, but it's not. It's the truth that she's going to have to accept. It's not fair, but it's the truth. And this is another part that I'm questioning her on. If you just got done talking about how you receive a lot of hate comments, why would you make yourself the target of more of them by making that video, by coming onto social media? I get she wanted to get some things off her chest, but sometimes it's better to just not say anything at all. But that's too much like right for some people to handle. Now, another thing she said is that, once again, Stephen Twitch boss was very active in her life. He was there for her when she needed somebody, which was very good on him. That shows y'all that he really was a good person. According to her, he never once made her feel like he wasn't her biological father. Like, she knew this is stepdad, but he always treated her like she was his real daughter, which again speaks to what a good person, what a good father, what a good husband he was. There's not a whole lot of people who were either adopted or had a stepfather who could say those same things. So she was very blessed to have had him in her life. And I cannot imagine the pain she must still be feeling due to his loss. Now, she went on to talk about the NDAs. And this is where, once again, she really should have just stopped talking. She should have just not said anything at all. Because I honestly believe that this little girl was put up to do this by somebody who had ill intentions towards Twitch Boss. I'm just be honest. Could have been her mother for all we know. And people were saying if her mother put her up to this, she's a raggedy individual indeed, because she knew her daughter was going to be the target of a lot more hate comments than what she'd been getting before by saying something in defense of Alison, her own mother, even though we all agree on the internet, except for Alison and I guess whoever supports Alison, that what she did by releasing that memoir of all of his private business that she had no right to share, she was very wrong for. Now, this little girl, and this is another reason why people have the saying, for all of you who haven't heard this and who have, children need to stay in a child's place, stay out of grown folks' business. She didn't set up here and claim that the reason why, y'all know I have to say claimed and alleged, that her mother had everybody sign NDAs, except for herself, mind you, was so they wouldn't do something like take a picture of Twitch Boss and put it on the internet. Now, of course, that would have been a morbidly disgusting thing to do. Although the issue that I have with that, once again, she is a child who is still ignorant to a lot of the stuff that's going around her. And once again, there were multiple people who came out, his friends and his family, saying how they love Twitch Boss too much to do something crazy like that where it concerns him. And if that's the case, why she didn't make everybody else who attended the funeral sign an NDA? I don't know if she did, but if that's the case, if that's what we're going with, then you better make sure you make every single person, including you, sign those NDAs, but she didn't do that. Which again is why people keep saying they felt like she only made them do that so she could capitalize off of his demise and no one else could say anything. Even if they tried to say something in indifference, if you will, to what she was doing. Something in opposition to what she was doing, they can't now because of the NDA situation. So again, even his alleged friend from So You Think You Can Dance mentioned this. Oh, so you can talk bad about him. Oh, so you can exploit his pain that he didn't even tell you about because he probably didn't trust you, but nobody else can say anything. What if his mother wanted to write a book about her life with him? She can't do that now, thanks to you. And they can't play the race card once again because he had a whole lot of white people coming out talking about you were wrong for what you did. We knew him personally. He was a good person. He would not have wanted that out. Another thing she did that a lot of people did not like and what they were not here for was her calling him by his first name. You had people, grown behind adults, trying to justify it by saying, oh, y'all don't have step parents, clearly. No, we know this thing called respect and respect for our elders. She said she respected him and she cared about him. He did a lot for her. So what is wrong with you calling him dad? We understand her actual dad is still alive. People really tried to play this card like if she would have called Steven Twitch Boss dad, that would have been a disrespect to her still living dad. No, it would not have. There's no issue with you having a stepfather and a father and you calling them both dad. There's no excuse for that. Again, especially because she's a child. That rubbed a whole lot of people the wrong way. She really messed up when she did that. But again, if she would have stayed in a child's place, she wouldn't have to worry about that. But again, I still believe somebody, probably her mother, y'all know I gotta say allegedly, put her up to that hot, goofy mess. And then to make it even worse, because whatever people felt about her calling him by his first name, if he allowed that to slide, there's nothing anybody can do. But for her to call his mother by her first name in that video, yeah, she was definitely out of line and out of pocket for that. And again, it rubbed a whole lot of people the wrong way. And her throwing around these accusations that, oh, the reason why she wasn't able to see her siblings, the reason why the other family wasn't able to see her siblings was because they made it that way. Which is wrong again because that woman can't defend herself. And she's especially limited now because of that NDA that her raggedy mama made them all sign. So I feel like that's real messed up for her to do that. Like people can say, oh, she's defending her mother. There's a line that has to be drawn here. Even for her. Now, the one statement that kind of took the cake for everybody was when she claimed her mother didn't call Steven Twitch Boss an addict. That was her exact words. She said, oh, my mother didn't say he was an addict. Okay, well then please explain the phrase at the bottom of this picture. The first word of which says addiction. She and the whole world, her own daughter, heard this woman say, he was hiding so much. I found things in his closet. Allegedly drugs. The insinuations of it all. but then is gonna get up on a video and say that her mother didn't call him an addict. She really just gaslit everybody to smooth over what her mom said. She might not have used the exact word addict, but what else would somebody who has an addiction be referred to? She might not have said the word exactly, but she may as well have. And it's treating people like that's not what she blatantly did is what really pissed people off. Once again, I am trying to be respectful because she is a child, but what this child is going to have to learn real fast is that if she decides to play silly games, she's going to win silly prizes. If she can't handle adult smoke, she should stay out of the adult kitchen, so to speak. Like, it's just not smart to me if you're going to complain about hate comments you're getting on the internet, but then put yourself in the position to get more hate comments by one, being smart by the mouth, two, defending your mother whose actions cannot be defended. I get that that's your mother, but once again, we're talking about this again. You can say, I love her, she's my mother, while not defending her not defendable actions, her wrong actions, by calling this man and his mother by their first names, even though you are a child, and gaslighting everybody. I mean, she really thought she was doing something, and all she really did was made herself a target for more scrutiny. Little does she know. But again, blame the adults around her, because if they really cared about her, they wouldn't have let her do that to herself. They wouldn't have let her put herself out there. The moment that she made that video, I'm going to be real honest with y'all. If her mother really cared, she would have told her, girl, you better take that video down right now. I'm serious. I'm really questioning Alison. I really am. We questioned her for being a possible raggedy wife. Now I'm questioning her as a mother. Now, there was some more information going around. I don't know if this is true. Allegedly, them saying that her daughter, the one who made this video, that she could have kept. For some reason, this has been going around that she got her hair permed to make it look like she was racially ambiguous, even though she's actually white. And her hair is actually straight, which that is, again, befuddling to my mind why anybody with straight hair would perm their hair when society has made straight hair the very racist standard of beauty. Let's just be blatantly honest. But again, if it is the truth, we shouldn't be surprised, because at this point we should understand that even children understand the whole racial ambiguity in the black community, in hip hop, in certain areas of the industry, where they can get to playing that kind of card. That kind of behavior needs to be condemned and corrected, because the moment things stop going the way they want them to, or they can no longer use that ambiguity to their advantage, let's be honest, black people, black culture, hip hop, and everything else that comes with it, Amber Rose, they do the switch up. Anyways, I really hope everything resolves itself with this situation. The truth comes out to light, like I said before. I don't honestly believe that woman loves Steven. I'm going to be real honest with y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think and how y'all feel about all of this down in the comments below, respectfully. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Y'all all have a very blessed, beautiful, and safe day.